going beyond the expected. It's what they do at Pekin Insurance, and it's been their way of doing business since 1921. It's service that goes the extra mile, and product that provides the flexibility to meet all of today's insurance needs and tomorrow's as well. Stop by and see the agents at North Wayne Insurance Agency in downtown Flora and Cisne. They will provide the financial protection and peace of mind that you need and deserve. North Wayne Insurance in Pekin, beyond the expected.
Why are more people heating their homes with FS Propane? Because it's better to work with a company that lives and works in the same community that you do. This is Aaron Cummins, your local Clay County FS Propane specialist with South Central FS. South Central is a 9-county cooperative with highly trained employees that are dedicated to providing our residential, commercial, and agricultural customers a safe and reliable propane supply. Contact your local South Central FS Propane specialist or visit us online at southcentralfs.com.
Doors, paint, windows, electrical, plumbing, and much more. Oh yeah, give me all your guns too.
John Lucas.
What?
You better be dreaming about all the stuff we sell here at Zink Building Center.
Oh, I would. Zinc Building Center in Louisville on Route 45. It's a cool place.
At your locally owned Napa Auto Parts stores in Flora and Louisville, you can count on experts to have the solutions to keep you running on the road or in the field. More than just your car, the Napa Auto Parts stores in Flora and Louisville carry a large inventory of Napa products for farms, heavy trucks, and just about everything that moves. Experienced associates understand your needs and are ready to help with the perfect part at a great value. That's Napa Know-How at your locally owned Napa Auto Parts stores in Flora and Louisville.
My name is Robin Stanford. I own Stanford Marketing. It's a promotional products business along with an embroidery business, and we do custom hats, t-shirts, anything, you name it, we can make it. People like that we do stuff in-house and we can actually make things here and that we're not contracting the work out to other places. We never say no. We always try to find a way to do it. If anybody can do it, we can do it. We are hardworking women, that is for sure. Come to Stanford Marketing in Flora for all your custom and promotional needs.
Briscoe Surplus Sales on the northeast edge of Flora is your one-stop do-it-all shop. Looking for rugged boots and footwear from great brands like Lacrosse, Rocky, and Carolina? They're there. How about top-notch small engine parts and service? Briscoe Surplus Sales has it. Whether you're wiring your switches or switching your wiring, Briscoe Surplus Sales has the solution and the know-how to help you get the job done right the first time. Briscoe Surplus Sales, your one-stop do-it-all shop.
If you're looking for a loan for your brand new home, call Clay County State Bank. If you want to transfer money so your future will look sunny, call Clay County State Bank. We got checking and savings and bill pay too.
An online bank, you just ask our crew. For all your banking needs, we think you will agree.
Clay County State Bank is the place you need to be. Clay County State Bank.
It's the weekend and your symptoms are worsening. The morning of a big meeting and you have a bigger sore throat. Ever experienced that urgency after picking up your sick child and your community health center has already closed? You will be able to connect to a provider at crhpc.org. Even if you have never been to CRHPC, you are welcome to utilize our services. Feel better after scheduling a video visit with CRHPC.
At Clay City Banking Company, we're all on the same team, regardless of zip code. At home, work, school, or across the country, you can be part of our team with our cutting-edge mobile banking products. From your hand, you can check balances, transfer money, make deposits, and pay bills. Looking for a loan? We've got you covered with our mortgage, agriculture, commercial, and consumer loans. Join our team today. Clay City, Flora, Louisville, and Fairfield Banking Companies. We're the hometown banks, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
Tomorrow. Some fear the uncertainty it brings. Some trust the promise it holds. At Grinnell Mutual, we are always looking forward to tomorrow, growing and innovating. So even if the plans you have for the future aren't the same as the plans that the future holds for you, you can be ready. Because we'll be ready, like we have been for over 100 years. Trust in that. trust in tomorrow. Talk to your mutual agent today.
Your local agent is on the square. Louisville, Clay County Farmers Mutual Insurance.
For service beyond the surface, call Carter Trucking in Fairfield. Carter's trucks are ready to haul your big freight and grain. So whatever you call Jeremy Carter, the Mucho Mulcho Man, the driveway doctor, the gravel guru, the pothole pirate, the rockin' redneck, the smooth operator, the mudhole master, or the happy hauler, just call him. 842-2022 to haul your big freight, grain, and more with trucks from Carter Trucking, Williamson Drive in Fairfield.
Having car trouble, need a tow, or just some routine maintenance? Butcher Automotive in Louisville has you covered. Locally owned and operated, Butcher Automotive offers complete vehicle repair services along with tire sales and wheel alignment. They're your local Hankook tire and interstate battery dealer. Butcher Automotive offers free local pickup and delivery so your car can be repaired while you're at work or at home. Butcher strives to treat everyone's vehicle as their own. At Butcher Automotive, they don't want you to give them your business, they want to earn it.
For over 50 years, at your locally owned and operated Roll King Supply in Salem and Olney, we've helped you and your neighbors enjoy an easy country lifestyle. We carry the most thorough sporting goods department around with a huge variety of hunting and fishing gear, camping equipment, and a variety of firearms for any need. Our team is here to help you find whatever you need. Open every day, it's Roll King in Salem and Olney, your locally owned farm and home store.
Fashion is our passion at Carnaby Square. We specialize in customer service and have since 1980. Our multi-generational boutique features your favorite on-trend to classic famous maker fashions, footwear, accessories, and a massive inventory of Brighton. So come, relax, explore, and elevate your look with us. Everyone is welcome, where we always wrap it, tag it, and bag it for free at Carnaby Square in downtown Fairfield.
In 1916, Warren Miller chose auto owner's insurance. Later, his son made the same choice, as did his grandson. And today, his great-granddaughter did the same. As we reflect on where we've been, we're grateful to our independent agents and to those who have put their trust in us, and to the generations who will. Auto Owners Insurance.
Harrison Insurance in Louisville is your local independent auto owners insurance agency.
Do you bowl like this? That's great. Do you bowl like this? That's great too. That's because whether you're a pro or you just want to have a lot of fun, at Peggle's Silver Dollar Lanes, we have a lane for you. We have galaxy bowling, gaming for kids and adults, Joe's Pizza, a full bar, darts, pool, and fresh and clean bowling shoes. Boy, does that smell nice. So come on down to Peggle Silver Dollar Lanes in Effingham, where we have a lane for you.
Does your home show signs of foundation problems? Call the experts at Woods Basement Systems. Our Power Brace system can fix the problem permanently and help protect the value of your home. Call Woods Basement Systems today. Woods, the all things basement-y experts.
Mold, rank air, pests, all getting closer to inside your home. With a dirt crawl space, there's no telling what's below you.
A sealed crawl space locks the nasty stuff out, plus can lower your utility bills. Woods, the all things basement-y experts.
And a very pleasant good evening. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, here to the Mule Barn on the campus of Fairfield Community High School for tonight's nightcap of our varsity doubleheader as the Cisne Running Lions come into town to take on the Fairfield Mules in a non-conference matchup. The Running Lions in with a record of 17-7 on the season. The Mules in at 8-15. This game is a reschedule from last week's snowed out game, or iced out game, I guess, more like, as these two teams were supposed to play back on January 23rd, I believe, and that game was iced out, but they have decided to play it tonight
And it's been a really fun setup as they had a varsity wrestling match prior to this. The Mules beat the Mount Carmel Golden Aces in varsity wrestling, and now the Mules and the the Running Lions will take each other on for see if the Mules can get the twilight doubleheader. Two different sports. We're so happy to have had the first sport on there for you. As the Running Lions come in off of a loss last night. Cisne fell to Lawrenceville last night. Apparently we got a door locked accidentally on us. Oh well. As the Lawrenceville Indians knocked off Cisne last night in Cisne, a large crowd up there at the high school in Cisne, at North Wayne High School, able to get in to see that one. It was Lawrenceville 63-49 over the Running Lions last night. The Mules, on the other hand, took on the Wayne City Indians and knocked them off by a final of 48-47. Fairfield comes in averaging around 48 points a game and giving up 52. The Running Lions come in averaging around 63 or so points a game and giving up 56. So it should be a fun one tonight as these two schools get ready to take on each other. Tell them I'm sitting here sending a text. Folks, give me a tell them trying to get our we got a cameraman got locked out. As they will have a national anthem here, then we'll bring you the starting lineups for tonight's matchup. The Running Lions, a good crowd on hand from Cisne, and actually a pretty solid crowd over here on the Fairfield side of the gymnasium. Probably could stand a few more folks in the stands, but it's a Wednesday night. It's church night. It's understandable. And we will have before the national anthem, they're going to recognize the newest member of the Fairfield 1,000 Point Club. Eric Rogers is being recognized as a newest member of the 1,000 Point. He reached that here in the last few weeks. Fairfield hasn't had a home game for a while for the opportunity to present Eric with a basketball. So congratulations to Eric. And here is our national anthem to be performed by the Marching Mules under the direction of Josh Livesay. So, welcome back for the starting lineups tonight for the Cisne Running Lions under head coach Kevin Bowen. They're a young team, got a good record at their age, as they will send out at one guard 5'7" sophomore Gavin Harrell. He wears number 1. Number 20 is Landon Keck. He is a sophomore as well, 5 feet 11 inches tall. Number 23, Cooper Bowen, 5 feet 10 and a sophomore. Number 11 is a junior, Andon Atwood, 3-year starter at 6 feet 1 inches tall. And finally, Russell Best rounds out the starting lineup, a senior at 6 feet tall. So Atwood, the tallest starter for the Running Lions at 6 feet 1, as they go 5'10", 5'11", 5'7", 6 feet, and 6'1". Again, the Running Lions in with a record of 17-7 under the tutelage of head coach Kevin Bowen. Only a varsity game tonight, as we did have that that wrestling match earlier. Kind of took the time that a JV ball game would typically take, as the Mules are under head coach Scott McElravy, just about to be announced now.
And now the starting lineups of the Fairfield Mules under direction of head coach Scott McElravy. A 5'7" senior, number 0, Nick.
There is Nick Easton. He is a senior, 5 feet 7 inches tall. He'll be joined by sophomore Justice Dagg, 5 feet 8 inches tall, wearing number 10. Eric Rogers, aforementioned and honored Eric Rogers, senior, 6 feet 2 inch tall guard, wearing number 20. Number 24 is Landon Harrelson. He is a junior, 6 feet 1 inches tall. And rounding out the starting lineup, Lane Tucker, also a junior, 6 feet 3 inches tall. Rogers, the only senior, Rogers and Easton, the only senior starters, along with 2 juniors and a sophomore. The Mule starters, 5'7", 5'8", 6'1", 6'2", and 6'3". Coming off the bench will be another senior. Luke Duckworth will see plenty of time, as will Regan Taylor for the Mules today. This, ladies and gentlemen, is a tremendously experienced crew of officials, including 2 Knapps, Ted Knapp, Jared Knapp, as well as Brent Garrison. Jared Knapp holding the basketball. He will head into the center circle to toss it up in the air for Russell Best, facing off against Eric Rogers, as Ted Knapp checks with the scorer's bench, make sure we are ready to go, and we are underway here on Wabash Catch TV. Thank you so much for tuning in here for high school basketball on Wabash Catch TV. My name is Bruce Dickey. Thank you so much. Andon Atwood has it, drives around Eric Rogers and steps out of bounds. Rogers, good defense, no contact or not much contact, and able to force Atwood out of bounds. Atwood's little brother will come into play from time to time tonight. Ryan Atwood, he is a sophomore. Cade, a freshman. Pass down to Eric Rogers. He dribbles through the crux of the hoop and back around outside to set things up is Landon Harrelson. Into the corner, Nick Easton back outside to Lane Tucker. Off to Justice Dagg. The Mules, everybody gets a touch so far here on their first possession of the evening. Dagg outside to Tucker for 2. It will not go. Rebound gathered by Bowen for Cisne. Cooper Bowen, good sophomore, drops it to the corner to Harrell, around to Atwood. Now to Keck, back outside to Harrell. Harrell will drop it back to Bowen as they're looking to set up a screen, maybe find an open Andon Atwood. He's defended by Eric Rogers, certainly the best scorers on both teams, as the three-pointer from Keck is up and no good. Here come the Mules. Nobody has scored as yet. 6.5 minutes remaining here in the first quarter. Dagg finds Rogers cutting to the hoop. He has to back out. Drops it in the middle to Easton, who was standing his ground inside the lane for about a tick too long, and that turnover will give it back to the running Lions. So, no score as yet. 6:15 remaining. Each team has had a chance at it, and actually no shots yet. Well, one shot, as Harrell has it in the corner. There's a missed three-pointer for Cisne and a missed two-pointer for Fairfield. Harrell drives to the free throw line. Off it goes to Keck, back outside Bowen. Defended by Easton, now hands it off to Atwood. Atwood waiting for defense to clear away, finds a good matchup, then drops it to Keck, who heads to the hoop and puts it up and in. First points of the game go to the running Lions. 5.5 minutes to go here in the first quarter. It has started out at a pace that I think the Mules will appreciate. Three on the way from Rogers, bounces around, no good. Rebound gathered by Bowen. Coach's son, Cooper Bowen, is Coach Kevin Bowen's only son. He heads to the hoop. He scores and is fouled by Nick Easton. He'll go to the line for an and one. As the free throw is good for Cooper Bowen. And the running Lions take a 5-0 lead. Easton with it, fires outside to Lane Tucker, off now to Landon Harrelson. Tucker and Harrelson play a little bit catch, and Eric Rogers says, give me the ball, I want to set things up. Under 5 minutes to go here in the opening quarter. Mules still looking for their first points. Rogers defended nicely by Best. Now they've switched and they have Keck on Eric Rogers. Cisne doing a lot of switching. Easton has it back outside. Three on the way from Tucker is good. Three for Tucker, and the Mules are on the board with 4.5 to go. First quarter. Harrell thinks about the left baseline, loses his handle, now gets it back out to Bowen, who heads down the right side of the lane. It's going to be a blocking foul against Easton, and that'll be number 2 against the senior for the Mules. Number 2 against the Fairfield, and number 2 against Easton. And with 4:18 to go here in this first quarter, Easton will take a seat, and he'll be replaced by Jake Easton. Atwood makes a nice move on Tucker, puts up a jumper from about 14, will not go, rebound to the Mules. Coach McElravy for Fairfield probably would have been switching eventually, as Justin Stagg hits a three, gives the Mules their first lead. Probably would have been switching and substituting pretty quickly anyway, because he does like to move players in and out. Didn't like his hand force probably in the first 2.5, 3 minutes by that second foul. Three on the way from Bowen, bounces up and in. Hit the back of the rim, popped up, dropped right back through. 8-6 the lead now for the running Lions. As Justice Stagg will bring it across, gets it to Harrelson. He'll hand it off to Eric Rogers. Rogers drives on Atwood. Atwood catches up and good help. Rogers throws it away. Good help from Bowen. He threw it right to Russell Best. Drive down the lane, now into the corner. Bowen has it knocked away, and a steal for Landon Harrelson. Here come the Mules trying to tie it up. We're early. 3 minutes into the remaining here in the first quarter, as Eric Rogers will direct traffic. Justice Stagg gets a screen from Rogers. Nearly drops the ball. Back out to Jake Easton. Easton to Rogers. Coach McElravy says, let's run it again. Dagg into the corner to Tucker. Looking for Landon Harrelson. Boy, that ball was a dangerous pass. Three on the way from Tucker. Good again. Lane Tucker's second. The Mules living on the 3 ball tonight. 3 field goals made, all from behind the arc. It's 2:10 to go in the first quarter. Fairfield by 1. Kind of had the feeling this would be a close one, as the 3 on the way from Bowen is good. Bowen with 9, and it's 11-9 lead for the running Lions. Off to the right side, Justice Stagg around to the left. Now Jake Easton. Beyond the key, back to Easton. He'll fire a 3, and everybody's hitting 3s. 12-11 for Fairfield with minute 35 to go in the first quarter. On the drive, Bowen gets bumped by Easton, and that'll be Fairfield's 3rd foul. 3rd foul against Easton's, but only the 1st against that particular Easton. As Latrell Snyder will check in, he'll replace Lane Tucker. Landon Harrelson. Nice drop pass into Keck. He puts it up and in. Got a little bump. It's February, though. They don't call that. Things tend to get more and more physical when the calendar turns. And you kind of have some meat on your bones and get ready to take a push. As Eric Rogers drives down the right side lane. Nice pass into the corner. Tucker for 3. No good. Rebound gathered by Bowen. It's a 13-12 lead for Cisne. Under a minute to play in the quarter. Bowen hands it to Andon Atwood. Yet to score. That rides down the right side of the lane. Wild shot. No good. Rebound Best. Back outside. Bowen. 3 on the way. No good. Rebound brought down by Rogers. 40 seconds to go. Yeah, that's another one that folks probably would have expected to get called and would have been called earlier in the year, as Rogers really gave Atwood the business. And there's another 3 from Jake Easton. Scoring from all corners, and it's all 3-pointers for the Mules, as Tucker just kind of decides to see how far the refs will let him go. Picks up his first, team 4th. And that will send Landon Keck to the line for 2, a chance to tie it up. Cisne 2 for 2 from the free throw line as Harrelson will come back in, replacing Tucker. Also, Luke Duckworth into the ball game. Big number 42 is 6'4", and wearing a better beard than I think I could grow in my lifetime. Second free throw is no good. And here come the Mules, leading by 1, 15 seconds to go in the quarter. Certainly last shot time. Rogers drives to the free throw line, backs up, jumper is good. Eric Rogers with his first points of the game. And a 3 at the buzzer for the tie will not go. After 1, Fairfield leads Cisne by 3, 17-14. Back after these words.
It is all things new at Zimdar's Heating, Air Conditioning, and Appliance Repair. We have a new line of heating and cooling equipment and new technicians. Our new equipment line offers 24 months free financing and excellent warranty coverage. Our experienced service technicians can provide you with quality service and repairs on all brands of HVAC equipment. Zimdar's has been serving Clay County and the surrounding areas for over 23 years. The employees of Zimdar's are here to help, so call local and call Zimdar's.
The insurance specialists have options to tailor to your needs at CSI Insurance Brokers. Experienced insurance brokers at CSI are skilled with all types of insurance plans and policies and represent many companies, including Safeco Insurance. You'll benefit from their detailed expertise, unbeatable premiums, and commitment to customer service. CSI Insurance Brokers and Safeco Insurance Company, providing affordable rates on quality insurance since 1952.
Good first quarter. Cisne and Fairfield locked up. Fairfield leads by 3. It'll be Mules basketball to start things off here in the second. They lead 17-14. Eric Rogers, Justice Dagg, Latrell Snyder, along with Luke Duckworth and Landon Harrelson in the game for the Mules. No subs in yet for the running Lions as they find Harrelson down low, and a nice steal by Cooper Bowen. Bowen fires it ahead to Landon Keck. Reverse layup won't go. Best with the rebound. Off to Keck. He heads to the hoop, and a good drive. Landon Keck now with 7. He has 7. Cooper Bowen has 9 for the running Lions. They have 16. Their 1,000-point scorer yet to score as Harrelson. Landon Harrelson hits a 3. That's 3-pointers from 4 different Mules so far. That's a 4-point lead for Fairfield. They are doing all their damage from behind the arc. They have 1 2-point field goal to go with 6 3-pointers. And if they steal, Dag heads to the hoop, lays it up, and off, no good. Snyder works for the rebound, fires it back out. 3 on the way from Harrelson is off the iron, no good. Rebound comes down to the running Lions, Landon Keck. Across to Cooper Bowen, back to Keck. He'll chuck a 3, it's a little bit long. Rebound loose, picked up by Gavin Harrell. Nice hustle, lets the defense go by and lays it in. And a timeout on the court taken by Fairfield with a minute and a half gone in the second quarter. It's Fairfield by 2, back after this word. First time out of the game taken by either squad as the Mules lead by 2, and we'll have the officials want to make sure everything is in order. And they tell Landon Keck to tuck in his shirt. He says, yes, sir. As Cisne yet to sub anybody in this ball game. Their starters still going. Harrell, Atwood, Best, Keck, and Bowen. Duckworth fires into the corner to Latrell Snyder. Back outside Eric Rogers. Rogers in the corner again to Snyder. He works toward the hoop and fires it out to Dag. Didn't even take a look for a shot. Looked like he might have had an opening or a chance to draw a foul. Cisne does not foul very often as that shot up and no good from Rogers. He drops his head walking down the court. A little bit early to be hanging your head. Harrell outside now to Atwood. He heads to the hoop and he's hacked. I believe Latrell Snyder's going to gather that one for the Mules. It'll be Fairfield's 5th and Snyder's 1st. Nick Easton picked up his 2nd foul very early in the contest, and he's just now making his first appearance since then as he checks back in. It's Easton, Harrelson, Rogers, and Tucker for Fairfield. As Cooper Bowen brings it across the timeline, off to the right side, Atwood working against Tucker. Finds himself too deep, fires it across to Harrelson. Harrell open for 3, shot won't go. Rebound gathered by the Mules. Scoring slowing down just a smidge here in the second quarter. Mules led by 3 at the start of this quarter. Now lead by 2. Jake Easton tries to make the impossible pass to Eric Rogers, and it is impossible. Nice steal by Bowen. Drives underneath his hoop. Outside 3 again from Keck. No good this time. Rebound gathered by the Mules. Each team cooling off a little. 4:45 to go here in the first half. Harrelson on the dribble. Both teams in the man-to-man as Harrelson fires a 3. A heat check won't work for the big junior. Rebound to Gavin Harrell. He'll get it across to Bowen with 4.5 to go in the half. Atwood for 3, and boom! It was a long one for the junior. The junior from Cisne. As with it in the corner, Jake Easton Fires it back out to Tucker. Now into Nick Easton in the right corner, and he put that about a foot long. And on the board, Best. They fire it back to Best, sneaking down court. He lays it up and in. And timeout again taken by Fairfield. They've fallen behind by 3 with 4 minutes to go in the half. We'll take it as well. Back after these words.
We like technology at Flora Savings Bank. Here's what you can accomplish in our mobile banking app in less than 30 seconds. See account balances in your transactions, set up an account alert, make a transfer between accounts, get an alert text message about your transfer, pay a bill, turn your debit card off and then back on. It all happens in the palm of your hand with our free My Bank to Go app. Search My Bank to Go in the App Store or Google Play and give mobile banking a try. Flora Savings Bank, member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Clay County Hospital is your life-saving connection. We have spent our lives preparing for when you need us. Quality professional care right at home. Our team will support you and your family so you never feel alone. We will make you feel welcome whether you need care, are visiting a loved one, or seeking employment. Clay County Hospital. Professional care, compassionate hearts.
Four minutes to go here in the first half. Mules don't like that run that the running Lions are on. They've scored 7 in a row. As Fairfield brings it across, Dag, Rogers, Tucker, Harrelson, and Nick Easton. What near travel there for Lane Tucker as the Mules starters work against the running Lions starters. Nick Easton back outside to Harrelson. Into the corner, an open shot for Dag for 3, and it's good. Second three-pointer of the night for Justice Dag. And we are tied at 23. Atwood works against Tucker. Now defended by Rogers. Probably the better matchup for the Mules, as Tucker probably not quite quick enough to handle Andon Atwood. Nice pass from Bowen to Atwood, cutting to the hoop. He puts it up just a little bit off. The rebound comes down to Harrelson. And again, a little bit of bumping on that shot. It's February. That's the officials loosen up, and things get a bit more physical. 3 on the way for Tucker's an air ball. That might have been affected by Russell Best as Dag saves it in. Dag saves it into Cade Atwood, and he's tripped crossing the timeline. He gathers himself and gets up. Andon to the hoop. Shot blocked by Tucker. Then he gathers it in the corner. Cade Atwood into the game for Gavin Harrell. Dag with it outside to Easton. Drops it in for Tucker. Tucker back out to Easton. Minute 50 to go. He'll try a 3. Misses. Rebound grabbed by Atwood. Passes it ahead to Keck. Nice acrobatic drive to the hoop. And Landon Keck continues his fine night. He's got 9 points, matches Cooper Bowen, each with 9. Here in this first half that has turned a bit lower scoring than the first quarter was. It's slowed down quite a bit here in the second quarter. Rogers over the top of Landon Keck, and he's got 5. Puts Fairfield back up into the lead, 26-25. Again, another three-pointer for the Mules, as they only have 1 2-point field goal, as Justice Dag last to touch that basketball. Dag and Atwood getting up off the floor together. Under a minute to go. Cooper Bowen to toss in. Finds Atwood crossing the timeline. How about that? What a wise crowd. Nobody's yelling for the over and back. You can do that on a throw-in. Smart crowd tonight. 26-25, Fairfield with the lead by 1. 35 seconds to go here in the first half. I'm expecting to have a visitor at halftime. Not here yet. It might take him a minute to get here, and we'll hold after the half ends just for a moment to wait on Peyton Allen. Going to join me here at the half, so do stick around through the half for that, folks. As looks like Cisne's going to try for the last shot, see if they can't go to the locker room with the lead. On the dribble, Bowen hands to Atwood. 3 on the way from Keck. He misses that one. He had a hot first half, but unable to connect on that one. And that will end the first half of play with Fairfield leading 26-25. Mules led at both the stops. They led after one, 17-14, but a lower scoring second quarter where they were outscored by the Running Lions 11-9. Finds the Running Lions and Fairfield Mules in a close one, 26-25, as I see Mr. Allen making his way up this direction. And he'll hop up here and come around here, Peyton. Put on that headset there. I'm joined. There you go. How you doing, Peyton?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Congratulations on your win tonight. Joined here by, we're looking into that camera there, joined here by Peyton Allen. He is a senior heavyweight wrestler for the Fairfield Mules. This seems like a lot of fun tonight, where you have the wrestling match before the Mules game, or before the basketball game. Does it seem like a lot of fun to you wrestlers, or is it a pain in the neck?
It's a lot of fun for us. You don't do this very often. And
yeah.
I like this because after a nice, close wrestling match, we get to watch a very close basketball game as well.
It was a dandy match. The Mules ended up winning by 8 points. You provided 6 of those points, as Peyton Allen has currently improved his record to 41-0. The regionals start on Saturday. Now that the postseason is here, Peyton, will you do anything different, or is it business as usual?
It's business as usual. Just go in, right mindset, get the wins, and move on.
They've already seeded the regional. Did you get the number 1 seed up at Lawrenceville, or do they wait till you get there?
We don't know the seeds until Thursday.
Okay, so tomorrow. Well, I tell you what, I got to ask, you've already broken the school record for wins in a year, right?
Yes.
You've already broken the school record for career wins.
Yes.
What is the next goal, or can you tell us the next goal? Or if you don't, I don't want you to jinx anything.
No. Next goal is to basically go to the show and try to win as much as I can. If not, win it.
There you go. Absolutely right. Do as well as you can. And by the show, you mean go up to the Big Mushroom, don't you?
Yes, sir.
Absolutely right. Let's go to Champaign and wrestle in the state tournament coming up in a couple of weeks from this weekend. Will you see, is there anybody that you'll see in either the regional or the sectional that you haven't at least had an opportunity to watch wrestle before, or will even wrestled most of them?
Most of them, and then the sectionals around south of the I-70, I've wrestled most. But there's a couple kids over by St. Louis that are in our sectional that are pretty decent. One only has 2 losses.
Oh, that's cool.
Yep.
That's cool. Tell me a little bit. The team also set a record for dual wins with a 21-7 in finish record, right? 21-7 in dual meets.
I believe it's 22 now.
22 was tonight?
We broke it last week with 21 against Carmi. This week would have been 22.
Congratulations. I'm not going to ask the silly question, does that mean as much to you as the personal stuff, but that means a heck of a lot to you, doesn't it?
It does. I've been a part of 2 records for the team that broken duels. One, my sophomore year, we couldn't do individual tournaments, so We had 26 duels, and
Right.
we won 20 and 6.
Oh, wow. That was during the COVID year.
Yes.
Well, I tell you what, I appreciate you coming up here, and we want to wish you the best of luck in regionals and hopefully in sectionals and hopefully at state, okay? Thanks very much to you, and thanks very much for coming up here, Peyton.
Oh, thank you guys for having me.
You bet, you bet. That's Peyton Allen of the Fairfield Mules Wrestling Squad. We'll be back with halftime stats and stuff right after these words.
Going beyond the expected. It's what they do at Pekin Insurance, and it's been their way of doing business since 1921. It's service that goes the extra mile, and product that provides the flexibility to meet all of today's insurance needs and tomorrow's as well. Stop by and see the agents at North Wayne Insurance Agency in downtown Flora and Cisne. They will provide the financial protection and peace of mind that you need and deserve. North Wayne Insurance in Pekin, beyond the expected.
Why are more people heating their homes with FS Propane? Because it's better to work with a company that lives and works in the same community that you do. This is Aaron Cummins, your local Clay County FS Propane specialist with South Central FS. South Central is a 9-county cooperative with highly trained employees that are dedicated to providing our residential, commercial, and agricultural customers a safe and reliable propane supply. Contact your local South Central FS Propane specialist or visit us online at southcentralfs.com.
Give me all your lumber. Doors, paint, windows, electrical, plumbing, and much more. Oh yeah, give me all your guns too.
John Lucas.
What?
You better be dreaming about all the stuff we sell here at Zink Building Center.
Oh, I would. Zink Building Center in Louisville on Route 45. It's a cool place.
There you go, folks. Some of the first half highlights from this evening's contest for the Mules. I got to tell you, it'll be almost all three-point shots. The team in white there, as all they're hitting is threes. They have one 2-point field goal in this first half, and that was collected by Eric Rogers. Fairfield did not get to the free throw line, as the running Lions, they didn't collect a foul. They did not commit a foul in the first half. You always like to see that, that's for sure. The Mules, on the other hand, committed 5, and Nick Easton, the only Mule with multiple fouls, as he has 2. For the running Lions, they've got some sharpshooting going on too, as Cooper Bowen leads the way for Cisne with 9 points. He's got a couple of threes made as well as a deuce, 1 for 1 from the line. Landon Keck also with 9 points, 4 2-point field goals, and 1 for 2 from the free throw line. 3 points for Andon Atwood. He's got that three-pointer, and 2 points apiece from the field, Gavin Harrell and Russell Best. The running Lions, 2 for 3 from the free throw line in that first half. And again, as I said, yet to commit a foul. For the Fairfield Mules, they're led at the half by 3 different players with 6. Jake Easton hit a couple of threes off the bench there in the first quarter after Nick Easton got into a little foul trouble. He's got 6 points. Justice Dagg hit a couple of threes, 1 in each quarter, as he has 6, and also Lane Tucker with 2 3-pointers. He also has 6 points. 5 for Eric Rogers, as previously mentioned, a deuce and a 3. And 3 points for Landon Harrelson. He hit a 3 there in the second quarter. The Mules with quarters of 17 and 9. Running Lions with quarters of 14 and 11. As you'll see some of the there's that nice running acrobatic shot by Landon Keck late in the half. The running Lions came back, took a lead on Fairfield, 23-20. Fairfield able to sneak back into the lead for the start here of the second half. No JV contest here tonight. Again, we had a varsity wrestling match here. Fun little doubleheader of wrestling and basketball tonight. as the Mules trying to complete a sweep on the evening, and the Running Lions trying to win their only game here on the evening. Mount Carmel went home winless. It will be Cisne basketball as we restart things here in the second half. Gavin Harrell, Andon Atwood, Russell Best, Landon Keck, and Cooper Bowen on for the Running Lions. For the Fairfield Mules, they'll send their starters back out as well. Nick Easton, Justice Dagg, Eric Rogers, Landon Harrelson, and Lane Tucker. As we are underway, Cisne with the basketball. Andon Atwood tosses to Russell Best. Mules into man-to-man, nearly nicked away by Harrelson, but gathered before it gets in the backcourt by Landon Keck. Bowen to Harrell. Gets away with a little bit of a shimmy off to Atwood, and he is unstoppable on the short jumpers. His mid-range jump game is outstanding. He can hit from 10 to 15 feet like nobody's business. He puts the Running Lions back into the lead, 27-26. Rogers will draw the defense, and now draws a double team. Gets it off the Dagg. Cisne running a double team out at the top, went off the screen. Heading to the hoop, Easton has his shot blocked out of there by Bowen. I think Coach Bowen told the boys, hey, be aggressive in there. It looks like these officials are going to let a lot go, as the Mules pretty physical in that first half. A little bit more physical than Cisne, that's for sure. Easton drives around to the block, looks outside to Dagg. 6.5 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Dagg heads to the hoop, makes his way there, lays it up and in. Nice move around the free throw line, getting down the lane, able to leave his man in the dust. 6:15 to go in the third. Back and forth we go. 28-27 Fairfield. Keck works against Harrelson. Back outside Harrell. Off to the right side. Bump from Easton on Bowen. Little weave out top. Leaves it for Harrell. Shot won't go. Rebound brought down by Lane Tucker for Fairfield. It's Lane Tucker, Landon Harrelson, Justice Dagg, Nick Easton, and Eric Rogers. Is a three. Up and good for Lane Tucker, his third of the night. Somebody's going to have to get a hand in his face for Cisne. As Bowen heads to the hoop, leaves it for Keck, drops it into the corner to Harrell. Around the horn, Bowen. Mules still in the man-to-man, but Cisne not really making a move all that much out and through it. To the hoop, nice drop to Best. Beautiful pass to Russell Best from Landon Keck, give him the assist. As Cisne cuts the lead to 2. On the dribble. Dagg has it. They leave him alone, nobody in front of the hoop, and he misses the short runner. Atwood brings it across. Drops it to Harrell. 4:40 to go here in the third. It's a 2-point lead for the Mules over the Running Lions. Wayne County War Part 2 for the Mules this week. Driving to the hoop, and the foul's going to go against Nick Easton. It'll be his third, team first this half for Fairfield. And I believe Easton will be coming out here very shortly. Heading to the line for 2 shots is Cooper Bowen. He's 1 for 1 from that spot already this evening. Now 1 for 2. Duckworth will check into the game and replaces Nick Easton. As looks like the Mules are going to go with a little bit more size than they were previously. Bowen's second is good. 1 for 2, or probably 2 for 3 now for Cooper Bowen. Cuts that lead to 1, 31-30. That's the difference at the half Each team with 5 points this quarter. Duckworth gets it back out to Dag, nearly stolen away. With quick hands out there right now for the running Lions. They've still yet to commit a foul. Rogers to the lane, drops it to Tucker. Nice spin. He puts it up and in. Lane Tucker with 11 leads all scorers. Across with it, Cooper Bowen. Hands it off to Best. Outside, Keck to Atwood. He drives to the hoop. Has his shot knocked out of bounds by Duckworth. No contact at the ball, even though he did bring the arm down. Usually when a defender brings the hand down like that, you get a whistle, but I didn't see any contact. This looked pretty clean. 33-30, the lead for the Mules. Harrell, defended by Dag, off to Atwood, and he stepped out of bounds. Caught the ball, had a foot on the line. Neither team with very many turnovers this evening. It started out a couple more turnovers, but it's really slowed down since then. At the first turnover in a while. As Rogers drives to the free throw line, gets it over to Tucker. Atwood steps out on him. To Dag, drops it back to Tucker. He heads down the lane, gets it outside. 3 on the way from Harrelson, won't go. Best tips the ball out of bounds. It'll remain Mule basketball. 33-30, the lead for Fairfield is 3. Dag looking to get it in, finds Landon Harrelson. To Eric Rogers. 3 minutes and change here in the third quarter. Rogers lets the rest of his offense set up. And are they going to clear it? Now the 1-4 set. Tucker at the free throw line, hands it to Rogers. Rogers back out to Tucker. Had an open three for a moment, decided against it. He'll fire from the right corner and hits. Lane Tucker with 4 3-pointers. He's got 14. 3 to respond from Bowen, won't go. Rebound Duckworth. Here come the Mules with their biggest lead. It's 6. Rogers to the lane, outside to Dag. Justice drops it into the corner. 3 from the other side. Lane Tucker is on fire. And it's a 9-point game. Timeout taken by Coach Bowen with 2:08 to go in the third. We'll take it as well back after these words.
At your locally owned Napa Auto Parts stores in Flora and Louisville, you can count on experts to have the solutions to keep you running on the road or in the field. More than just your car, the Napa Auto Parts stores in Flora and Louisville carry a large inventory of Napa products for farms, heavy trucks, and just about everything that moves. Experienced associates understand your needs and are ready to help with the perfect part at a great value. That's Napa Know-How at your locally owned Napa Auto Parts stores in Flora and Louisville.
My name is Robin Stanford. I own Stanford Marketing. It's a promotional products business along with an embroidery business. And we do custom hats, t-shirts, anything, you name it, we can make it. People like that we do stuff in-house and we can actually make things here and that we're not contracting the work out to other places. We never say no. We always try to find a way to do it. If anybody can do it, we can do it. We are hardworking women, that is for sure. Come to Stanford Marketing in Flora for all your custom and promotional needs.
Nice run here for the Mules, and Coach Bowen trying to slow things down, get a little momentum stop and timeout for the running Lions. They trail by 9, biggest lead of the game, and it's basically been the Lane Tucker show as he has 11 this quarter and 17 in the contest. He is smoking from behind the arc. He's got 5 made shots. Atwood works against Rogers, and Rogers has been dogging him all night long. Atwood looks over the top of Rogers. Shot won't go. Rebound knocked out of bounds. Last touch by Russell Best. He'll go back to the Mules. Mules a chance to take a double-digit lead. A minute 30 to go here in the third. This 9-point lead is by far their biggest. Tucker spins. Short jumper is no good. It was about 15 feet too close. As they throw a ball up, somehow Harrell gets it, drops it to Best, who lays it in. Mules just didn't realize that ball was bouncing through. Nobody looked for it, and Harrell gets it too deep under the hoop, but nicely drops it to Russell Best. Boy, the Running Lions needed that score. It had been a little while. 3 on the way from Rogers, bounces off the iron. Rebound Tucker, out to Dag. The 3 will not go. Rebound brought down by the Running Lions. Dag was trying to draw a 3-point foul as Atwood fires and hits. 8 points now for Andon, and that 9-point lead is cut to 4. Will Fairfield hold for one with 30 seconds to go? I somewhat doubt it. Depends on what they do here with the next 10 seconds or so. They might hold now that Rogers basically just peering at Landon Keck. Off into the left corner. Dag fouled outside by Cooper Bowen. And ladies and gentlemen, with 15 seconds to go in the third quarter, that is the first personal foul of the game against the Running Lions. That's pretty wild. 15 seconds to go in the quarter. Rogers defended by Keck. Looks like they might try to isolate the middle. Rogers going to try to go one-on-one. Loses the basketball. It's loose. Picked up by Dag. He heads down the lane. Wild shot. No good. Tipped up by Duckworth. Will not go at the buzzer. A good third quarter for the Mules. They lead at 39-35. Back after these words.
Briscoe Surplus Sales on the northeast edge of Flora is your one-stop do-it-all shop. Looking for rugged boots and footwear from great brands like Lacrosse, Rocky, and Carolina? They're there. How about top-notch small engine parts and service? Briscoe Surplus Sales has it. Whether you're wiring your switches or switching your wiring, Briscoe Surplus Sales has the solution and the know-how to help you get the job done right the first time. Briscoe Surplus Sales, your one-stop do-it-all shop.
If you're looking for a loan for your brand new home, call Clay County State Bank. If you want to transfer money so your future will look sunny, call Clay County State Bank. We got checking and savings and bill pay too.
An online banking, just ask our crew. For all your banking needs, we think you will agree.
Clay County State Bank is the place you need to be. Clay County State Bank.
8 minutes of basketball to go. Mules up by 4, 39-35 over the Running Lions. Running Lions leave their starters in to begin this fourth quarter. As Fairfield has a few subs, Duckworth heads to the hoop and travels. Crescent White, number 11, into the game for Fairfield, along with Eric Rogers, Lane Tucker, Jake Easton, and Luke Duckworth. On the dribble, Landon Keck for Cisne. Off to Gavin Harrell. Russell Best, Cooper Bowen, and Andon Atwood remain on for the Mules. Or pardon me, for the Running Lions. Atwood with it over in the right wing. Back outside. 3 is open for Bowen, and he hits. That 9-point lead has shrunk to 1. Bowen now with 13. As the Mules' Eric Rogers is clamped down on Andon Atwood, Running Lions have found different avenues. Jumper from Tucker is no good. Running Lions could take the lead. They've scored 8 in a row. Outside Keck. Off to Bowen. Atwood thinks about the left corner. Gets around Tucker to the hoop. Up and in. And the Running Lions have scored 10 in a row. They lead by 1, 40-39. The Mules have taken 2 timeouts. They have plenty remaining. Each team with plenty remaining, as Cisne's taken just 1. You get a full allotment of 5. 6 minutes, 20 seconds to go here in the contest. 3 from Crescent White. Good. Ricky's boy hits from the corner. It's 42-40. on the dribble. Nice drive by Bowen. Leaves it off to Keck outside to Atwood. Atwood tries to drive the lane, and he gets a bit of a shove from Jake Easton. That will be his second. Number 2 also against Fairfield. As Easton will take a seat, Landon Harrelson will check back in, as will Trent Bliss. 6'3" junior. White, Rogers, Easton remain in the game for the Mules. Bowen lobs it out near the half line to Gavin Harrell, who brings it across. Hand off to Keck, and the bounce pass was too high for Keck to handle and get the dribble down soon enough. They call him for a carry, and it'll go back to Fairfield on the turnover. Under 6 minutes to go. 42-40. We've got basketball again tomorrow night, as we'll be in South Central. Wayne City, the Lady Indians taking on the South Central Lady Cougars. Varsity game only. It'll be at 6:15 tomorrow night. Only one game. Heading to the hoop, Crescent White drops it into the corner for Trent Bliss. Cisne picking up the defense all over the court. Best all over the place, and he forces a bad pass. Gavin Harrell steps in front. They're running Lions down by 2 on a 10-3 run. Nice fake by Bowen. Got around his man, back outside to Keck. Off to Atwood. Works into a double team and nearly has it taken away. And another turnover for Cisne. Going to call a carry. And we'll have a short delay as Crescent White has to put his shoe back on. He'll head to the bench anyway. Justice Dagg back into the game for Fairfield, replacing Crescent White. Bliss, Harrelson, Rogers, and Easton for Fairfield. Dagg on the dribble. Boy, Best all over him out there. The running Lions picking up their defense. Dagg fires it across. 3 from Easton. Off the iron. No good. Bliss with the follow. His first bucket. And it's 44-40. 4-point lead for the Mules. They beat Wayne City last night. They're trying to complete the Wayne County sweep tonight. Atwood says not so fast. He's got 13. He and Bowen each with 13 to lead the way for Cisne. 4:15 to go in the contest. Been a fast-paced game. Harrelson into the corner. Easton back outside. Dagg into the corner. Easton again. He's running all over the place as he's trying to run the defense ragged. Has the ball knocked away. Picked up by Bliss, and he hits the 16-footer. Trent Bliss, second field goal here in the quarter. Talk about instant offense. 3 from Bowen. They didn't get out on him. And he's already got 4 on the night now. And we're tied with 3.5 minutes to go. What a fun ball game. Easton thought about chucking. Back outside to Dagg, guarded by Harrelson. Drops it down to Bliss. Bliss in the block, over the top. Shot won't go. Rebound to Cisne. Running Lions were trying to draw a charge. No whistle. As Atwood cuts down the lane against Rogers and shoots it up and over him. Somehow makes a shot. Timeout on the court taken by Cisne. We'll take it as well. Back after these words.
It's the weekend and your symptoms are worsening. The morning of a big meeting and you have a bigger sore throat. Ever experienced that urgency after picking up your sick child and your community health center has already closed? You will be able to connect to a provider at crhpc.org. Even if you have never been to CRHPC, you are welcome to utilize our services. Feel better after scheduling a video visit with CRHPC.
At Clay City Banking Company, we're all on the same team, regardless of zip code. At home, work, school, or across the country, you can be part of our team with our cutting-edge mobile banking products. From your hand, you can check balances, transfer money, make deposits, and pay bills. Looking for a loan? We've got you covered with our mortgage, agriculture, commercial, and consumer loans. Join our team today. Clay City, Flora, Louisville, and Fairfield banking companies. We're the hometown banks, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
As I mentioned, join us tomorrow night at 6:15. Wayne City Lady Indians taking on the South Central Lady Cougars in Farina. One varsity game only. And then on Friday night, it'll be National Trail Conference action as Dietrich hosts North Clay. Eric Rogers drives to the hoop. Off-balance shot won't go. And the rebound tipped out of bounds. It'll remain Fairfield basketball. Still only 3 fouls called in this second half. 3 fouls total. Both teams a long way to go before they're in the bonus. And now that we're under 3 minutes, that may soon to begin to be big as Dagg fires a three to retake the lead for the Mules. He's got 11. It's 49-48. And a traveling violation against Bowen. Lost his footing a little bit. Right in front of the official. Sometimes you might get away with that little misstep, but not tonight. 49-48, Fairfield by 1. They've been outscored by quite a few here in the fourth quarter. It's a 13-10 fourth quarter. 3 on the way from Rogers. Won't go. He was trying to talk the officials into 3 free throws, and they say, no, you got to do better than that. Atwood heads to the hoop. He's going to be fouled on the way there. No shot. It's going to go against Eric Rogers. Rogers first, team third. Not an unwise play. As long as nobody gets in foul trouble. 3 on the way from Atwood, and he's on fire, folks. He's got 10 here in the fourth, 18 in the game. 2 minutes to go. It's a Cisne lead by 2. On the dribble down the lane, Rogers is going to get fouled. I think they're going to go against Bowen. Check that. Keck. Landon Keck picks up his first. That's only number 2 against the Running Lions with 1:54 to go in the ball game. 3 against the Mules, 2 against the Running Lions. And make that 3 against the Running Lions, as Keck just picked up his second on the push. $150 to go in the contest. 3 on the way. Harrelson smoking hot. His second of the night. He's got 6. And the Mules retake the lead, 52-51. Minute 35 to go. Atwood gets a screen. Heads to the hoop. Duckworth with the block. Cisne looking for a foul. Probably should have got it. Rogers drops it down to Duckworth. And timeout taken by Fairfield with 1:23 to go in the ball game. Leading by 1. We'll take it as well. Back after these words.
Tomorrow. Some fear the uncertainty it brings. Some trust the promise it holds. At Grinnell Mutual, we are always looking forward to tomorrow, growing and innovating. So even if the plans you have for the future aren't the same as the plans that the future holds for you, you can be ready. Because we'll be ready, like we have been for over 100 years. Trust in that. Trust in tomorrow. Talk to your mutual agent today.
Your local agent is on the square. Louisville, Clay County, Farmers Mutual Insurance.
For service beyond the surface, call Carter Trucking in Fairfield. Carter's trucks are ready to haul your big freight and grain. So whatever you call Jeremy Carter, the Mucho Mulcho Man, the driveway doctor, the gravel guru, the pothole pirate, the rockin' redneck, the smooth operator, the mudhole master, or the happy hauler, just call him. 842-2022 to haul your big freight, grain, and more with trucks from Carter Trucking, Williamson Drive in Fairfield.
52-51 in favor of the Fairfield Mules with 1:23 to go in the game. It's Fairfield basketball. Duckworth tries to hand it to Dagg, but Russell Best had a hand in there. Harrelson, Duckworth, Rogers, Dagg, and Tucker for the Mules. Bowen, Harrell, Best, Atwood, and Keck for the running Lions. And a foul is going to go out on top against Gavin Harrell. That's the fourth against Cisne. Can't blame the running Lions, or for that matter, the Mules, for being as aggressive as they can be here late in the game. Each of them have fouls to give. Tucker has it knocked away by Bowen. And I think Best is going to collect the foul. Best does collect the foul. His first. Boo, say the running Lions fans. Yay, say the Mules fans. Dag in backcourt, gets across the timeline, heads to the corner. Has it knocked away by Harrell. And it's a last touch by Justice Dag. Harrell with the great play. 1:02 to go here in the ball game. Mules by 2, or probably by 1. Cisne was trying to get to the basketball either aggressively or by fouling, and they are able to get it without a foul. Harrell off to Atwood, has the left baseline, drops it over to Best. He's in trouble, somehow gets out of there. 40 seconds to go. 2 timeouts remaining for the running Lions. Make that 3 timeouts remaining. To the lane, Bowen. 30 seconds to go. Bowen drops it in the corner. Keck's got a lane to the hoop. Puts it up, no good, but he's fouled by Lane Tucker. That's going to be Tucker's second, number 4 against Fairfield. But more importantly for Cisne, Landon Keck will head to the free throw line for 2 shots and a chance to put his squad on top with 27 seconds to go. He has tied it. This just the 5th or 6th and 7th free throws of the game. Fairfield yet to go to the line. He takes the lead. And timeout on the court taken by Cisne. 27 seconds to go. They lead by 1, 53-52, back after this word.
Having car trouble, need a tow, or just some routine maintenance? Butcher Automotive in Louisville has you covered. Locally owned and operated, Butcher Automotive offers complete vehicle repair services along with tire sales and wheel alignment. They're your local Hankook tire and interstate battery dealer. Butcher Automotive offers free local pickup and delivery so your car can be repaired while you're at work or at home. Butcher strives to treat everyone's vehicle as their own. At Butcher Automotive, they don't want you to give them your business, they want to earn it.
Welcome back. 27 seconds to go in the contest. It'll leave Fairfield basketball. Each team with 2 timeouts remaining. Possession arrow Cisne's direction. Cisne has committed 5 fouls. Fairfield has committed just 4. Fairfield really cannot dawdle looking for a shot here, because they can't, if they miss it, they can't foul and put the running Lions on the line. They'll have to burn some clock to get up to 7 fouls. So the Mules will bring it up at a fast walk. Justice Dag to Lane Tucker. Looking to screen for Rogers. And a near steal. Harrell with the steal. Heads to the hoop. And an intentional foul. Count the shot. Justice Dag is going to pick up his first foul of the game. Gavin Harrell makes the shot. He's going to head to the free throw line for the and 1, but he gets 2 shots because it's intentional. And Cisne can go up 5 points with 15 seconds to go. Well, they can go up 4 points. If he misses this, Fairfield still has a chance to tie with 1 shot. It's a 1-possession game right now. It remains a 1-possession game. Gavin Harrell missed them both. It will be Cisne basketball after the intentional foul. Cooper Bowen to toss in. Fairfield's going to have to foul immediately. Into Harrell. and he's hacked by Dag. That'll be number 2 on Dag, number 6 against Fairfield. So no 1-1 yet for the Running Lions. It's been a tight one all night long. Best has it, and he is fouled. I believe they fouled Best. He's heading to the free throw line, and that's going to go against Duckworth. Duckworth picks up his first, and with 12 seconds in the game, Russell Best heads to the free throw line for the first time. Up there for 1-1. Timeout taken by Fairfield. We'll take it as well back after this word.
For over 50 years, at your locally owned and operated Roll King Supply in Salem and Olney, we've helped you and your neighbors enjoy an easy country lifestyle. We carry the most thorough sporting goods department around with a huge variety of hunting and fishing gear, camping equipment, and a variety of firearms for any need. Our team is here to help you find whatever you need. Open every day, it's Roll King in Salem and Olney, your locally owned farm and home store.
Fairfield takes the timeout. They have one left with 12 seconds to go. Cisne with 2 timeouts remaining. As I said, the possession arrow is Cisne's direction. Cisne does have 1 foul to give. And Russell Best, the senior, heads to the free throw line. Has yet to shoot one tonight. He's 1 for 1. The lone senior starter on the Running Lions. The lone senior on the Running Lions. Misses it. It's a 4-point game with 11 seconds to go. Across with it, Rogers. Long 3 by Harrelson off the iron. No good. Dag will miss the runner, and the rebound loose. Duckworth at the buzzer. It will not go. So a comeback win for the Running Lions as they outscore Fairfield 21-13 in the fourth quarter to win the contest 56-52. Fairfield will fall to 8-16 on the year. The Running Lions improve to 18-7 as you watch some of the highlights for the second half here tonight. What a nice comeback. Again, the Running Lions trailed at each stop. They trailed 17-14 after 1, 26-25 after 2, 39-35 after 3, but a big fourth quarter led by 10 points in the quarter for Andon Atwood spells the difference for the Running Lions tonight. Taking a look at the scoring for this evening for the Running Lions, they were led by Andon Atwood. He finishes with 18 points. He had 4 3-pointers and 3 deuces. And again, he had 10 big points in that fourth quarter. 16 for Cooper Bowen. He had 4 threes, a deuce, 2 for 3 from the line. Excuse me, folks. Just a second. Take a little chug of water. Pardon me. Bowen finishes with 16, as I said, 4 3-pointers, a deuce, 2 out of 3 from the line. 11 for Landon Keck. He had 9 in the first half, only 2 points in the second half. He was, however, 3 for 4 from the line. 6 for Russell Best as he finished, 7 for Russell Best. He was 1 for 2 from the free throw line. And he hit the big one to make it a 2-possession game. And 4 points for Gavin Harrell with that big steal late. Took it away from Dag and made the layup before he was intentionally fouled and was able to put the Lions up enough late. For the Fairfield Mules, they were led in scoring by Lane Tucker. He finishes with 17 points as he had 5 3-pointers and a deuce. 6 points for Landon Harrelson. He had a couple of threes. 5 for Eric Rogers, all coming in the first half. 11 for Justice Dag. He had 3 threes and a deuce. 6 points for Jake Easton off the bench, hit a couple of threes. 4 for Trent Bliss in that fourth quarter when they needed him big. And 3 for Creston White. He had a big three-pointer in that fourth quarter as well. But it wasn't enough as Cisne outscored the Mules in the fourth quarter by a score of 21-13. As you see, there's the late steal by Harrell and the shove from behind by Justice Dagg. And you're going to get a foul every time you do that. So that'll just about do it for us here tonight as the Running Lions knock off the Mules again, improve to 18-7. Fairfield falls to 8-16. For all of us at Wabash Catch TV, thanks for tuning in for both the wrestling and the basketball. And for all of us, my name is Bruce Dickey, reminding you tonight's final score. Cisne defeats Fairfield 56-52. So long from the Mule Barn.